Next topic is student, that is uniform circular motion, and after this we find the expression for centripetal acceleration. So first of all, what is uniform circular motion? So student, when an object follow a circular path with a constant speed, then the motion of object is said to be uniform circular motion. And student, when object is moves in a uniform circular motion, their speed is constant, but direction of motion of the object is changes continuously, and due to change in the direction of the object continuously, so velocity of the object which is doing a uniform circular motion changes. So object undergoes a acceleration, and this acceleration is known as what? Centripetal acceleration, because direction of this centripetal acceleration is what? Toward the center of circular path. So in general we can say that when any object moves in a circular path with a constant speed, their velocity is changed due to the change in direction of the motion. So object undergoes a acceleration, and the direction of this acceleration is toward the center of the circular path, and this acceleration is known as what? Centripetal acceleration. And student, now I am going to derive the expression for centripetal acceleration. So student, here a circular path is shown by the object. So here we have already written, suppose an object is moving with uniform speed v in a circle of radius r. Since the path is circle, vector v is perpendicular to the position. So here in diagram, see carefully. Here position of the object on the circular path at a point p in time t, whose position vector, that is what? R, and after time t dash, the position of the object will change, and which reaches to point p dash, and whose position vector from the center of the circle, which is vector r dash. And student, the velocity of the object at any point on the circle path which is tangent to the circle, so velocity vector v which is perpendicular to the position vector r, and also velocity vector v dash at point p dash which is also perpendicular to the vector r dash. So student, here since the path is circle, vector v is perpendicular to vector r, and vector v dash is also perpendicular to r dash. And student, to find the change in velocity of the object, we take an external point G and draw GH equal to and parallel to V. To find the change in velocity of the object at any time interval delta t, we take a external point G and draw GH equal to and parallel to vector V, and we also draw GI equal to and parallel to vector V dash, and close the triangle which is HI. So triangle GHI is formed. And student, if vector velocity V is perpendicular to vector r dash and velocity V dash is also perpendicular to vector r dash, so you can see that this is the what? This is the displacement vector delta r dash, vector r dash. This is the displacement vector delta r, and if V is perpendicular to vector R, V dash is perpendicular to vector R dash. So you see that change in velocity delta V is also perpendicular to delta R vector. So student, here already we have written, since the path is circular, vector V is perpendicular to vector R and vector V dash is perpendicular to R dash, and vector delta V is perpendicular to delta R. And student, listen carefully. Since already you know that I have already explained to you in earlier class, direction of average acceleration is in the direction of what? Direction of change in velocity. So here direction of velocity, that is what? Perpendicular to delta R vector. So direction of velocity is perpendicular to vector R, perpendicular to delta R vector, and direction of change in velocity is the same direction as the direction of average acceleration. So average acceleration, which is also perpendicular to vector delta R. So here, since average acceleration, vector A average is along delta V dash, the average acceleration is perpendicular to V dash. Average acceleration is perpendicular to, that is what? Delta vector R dash. So average acceleration is along delta V dash. Average acceleration is along delta V dash, and delta V dash is what? Perpendicular to vector delta R. So average acceleration is perpendicular to vector delta R. And student, angle between position vector R and R dash, that is what? Theta. So let the angle between vector R, position vector R and position vector R dash be what? Delta theta. And V, vector V and vector V dash perpendicular to vector R and vector R dash. So angle between vector V and vector V dash must also be, that is what? Delta theta. And student, next one is that here CPP dash, see carefully, CPP dash, which is a triangle formed by position vectors, vector R dash, vector R dash, and another triangle which is formed by the velocity vector, vector V dash and delta V vector. And student, so here triangle CPP dash is formed by position vectors, and triangle GHI is formed by velocity vectors V dash, vector V dash, vector V dash, and vector delta V. And student, these two triangles are similar triangle. So similar triangle CPP dash, and triangle GHI. And student, in similar triangle CPP dash and GHI, the ratio of base length to side length are base length to side length of one triangle. In similar triangle, the ratio of base length to side length of one triangle is equal to that of other triangle. It means that is, we can write base length, that is what, for this triangle only we take magnitude, so delta r by that is what, this one is smaller. And student, this is what, delta r, and here delta b by that is magnitude of velocity, that is what, magnitude of velocity throughout the motion, circular motion remains constant, which is what, v. And student, here one thing should be remember, that this is the side length, and this side length, that is what, that is radius of circular path. So it can be written as, that is what, the ratio of base length to side length of one triangle is equal to that of other triangle. So here base length, that is what, delta r, and side length, that is what, radius of circular path which is capital R. And student, now dividing both sides, that is delta t. So delta r by delta t, which is written as delta v by what, delta t. And taking the limit, student, taking the limit, and it can be written as, that is what, r by v, cross multiplication, and taking the limit both sides, for limiting value delta t tends to 0, delta r by what, delta t, and which is equal to what, r by v, which is equal to what, which is equal to delta v by limiting value r by v, that is limit delta t tends to what, 0, and we write delta v by what, delta t. And position by time, average velocity, but limiting value of average velocity when time interval approaches to 0, that is what, linear velocity. So it can be written as, that is what, linear velocity v, that is r, v, and student, delta v by delta t, that is what, average acceleration, but limiting value of average acceleration when delta t tends to 0, so this average acceleration change into what, instantaneous acceleration, that is what, a. So student, this is the centripetal acceleration, and its formula comes out to be a equal to v square by r, and this is the expression for this is the expression for centripetal acceleration. This acceleration is known as what, centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration, and direction of this centripetal acceleration when the object is moves in a circular path with constant speed. Any object is doing a uniform circular motion, so at every point, that is what, direction of acceleration is what, this is the velocity vector. Suppose that this one v, and also this is what, v dash. Everywhere direction of centripetal acceleration. So direction of this centripetal acceleration, which is what, toward the center of circular path, and this is also known as central seeking acceleration. So centripetal force, centripetal acceleration, and its magnitude is A equal to V square by R, and this is the expression for centripetal acceleration. Next student, by this diagram, now I am going to explain the angular displacement. Angular displacement. What is angular displacement? Angular displacement. Angular displacement. And student, similarly from this diagram we can see that P dash, and this is what, arc, and this is what, suppose that radius of circular path, and this is arc, and this is what, angular displacement, and in time that is what we have taken delta. So what is angular displacement? When any object is moves in a circular path with a constant speed, the angle subtended by the radius vector, the angle swept out by its radius vector in a small interval of time is known as what? Angular displacement. So what? This is the radius, this is the radius. At time delta t, what the angle subtended by radius vector from P to P dash, that is what delta t. So angular displacement of a particle which are moving in a circular path, so angle swept by its radius vector, angle swept by its radius vector in a small interval of time, which is known as angular displacement. And student, you know that angle equal to what? Arc by radius. Angle equal to what? Arc by radius, and angle that is what? Delta theta, and arc that is what? Delta s. Radius we have taken, that is what? So angular displacement of the particle in a small interval of time delta t comes out to be that, and it is expressed in what? Radian. Angular displacement, its SI unit, that is what? Radian. So next one is what? Angular velocity. Angular velocity. Velocity. What is linear velocity? Linear velocity what? Displacement by time. So in circular motion, that is what? Angular velocity, that is what? Time rate of change of what? Angular displacement. So angular velocity can be defined as time rate of change of angular displacement of the particle. So simple. So average angular velocity, which is shown, that is what? Average angular velocity omega bar, which is what? Delta theta by what? Delta t. In case of linear velocity, displacement, that is what? S by r. Displacement by time in linear motion. But in circular motion, linear displacement change to what? Angular displacement, time, that is what? Delta t. So angular velocity, that is what? Time rate of change of angular displacement of a particle, and delta theta, and this is average acceleration. And student, linear instantaneous acceleration, instantaneous angular velocity, not acceleration, instantaneous angular velocity, instantaneous angular velocity, that is what? Omega, and which is what? Limit delta t tends to 0, you know that, and delta theta by delta t, and this delta theta can be written as what? D theta by what? dt, and theta expressed in radian, time that is what? Second. So unit of SI unit of omega means angular velocity is radian, radian per second. And student, what the angle subtended by particle when it moves one complete cycle? So it means what? What the angle subtended by radius vector when it moves completely one rotation? It means what? Angular displacement, which is 2 pi, and time taken by the particle to complete one complete rotation, that is what? Time period. So in this case omega can be written as, so in this case, when d theta becomes what? 2 pi, means what? When particles complete one rotation. So one rotation time, that is what? Time that is what? Change to what? Time taken by the particle to complete one cycle or one rotation, that is known as what? Time period. So omega can be written as, means instantaneous angular velocity, that is what? D theta by dt, but in place of d theta we can write, that is what? 2 pi by what? T. This is the time period. And student, there will be a time period and frequency. You know that frequency and time period reciprocal to each other. So one formula of omega, that is what? 2 pi by t, and omega can also be written as 2 pi in place of t, that is what? So that is what? 2 pi nu. So that is what? Formula for omega, angular velocity, that is what? 2 pi by t, or omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Nu is the what? Frequency. Frequency is what? Number of rotation completed by the particle in 1 second, and time period t, time taken by the particle to complete one cycle, one rotation, one revolution of circular path. So this is time period. SI unit, that is what? Second. Unit of frequency, that is what? Hertz. Unit of frequency, SI unit of frequency, nu, that is what? Hz. Hz means what? Hertz. So one formula omega, that is what? 2 pi by t, or omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Nu is the frequency. Number of cycle completed by particle in 1 second, which is known as frequency, and time taken to complete one cycle, one rotation, one revolution of circular path, that is known as what? Time period. And time period and frequency reciprocal to each other. Next one, student, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. We know that delta theta, angular displacement, that is what? Delta s by what? Or dividing both, that is what? Delta t. So that is what? 1 by r delta s by what? Delta s by delta t, taking the limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta by delta t, which is written 1 by r, limit delta t tends to 0, that is what? Delta s by what? Delta t. And this delta theta by delta t, average angular velocity, but delta t tends to 0. So this is what? Instantaneous angular velocity. So it is written as omega, that is what? R delta s by delta t, displacement by time, that is what? Average velocity. But limiting value of average velocity when delta t tends to 0, that is what? Linear velocity, means instantaneous velocity. So relation comes out to be that v equal to r omega. This is the linear velocity. Linear velocity, and this is what? Angular velocity. Next one is, student, angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. Next one is what? Angular acceleration. Angular acceleration denoted by alpha. So average angular acceleration, that is what? Acceleration, linear acceleration, change in velocity, time rate of change of velocity, that is what? Linear acceleration. So angular acceleration is what? Time rate of change of angular velocity. So angular acceleration can be defined in same way. Angular acceleration means average acceleration can be written as what? Delta omega by what? Delta t. Time rate of change of angular velocity. Time rate of change of angular velocity is known as what? Angular acceleration. And unit of SI unit of angular acceleration, that is what? Omega, that is what? Radian per second per second. So SI unit of alpha, that is radian per second square. And instantaneous angular acceleration, that is what? Alpha. So it can be written as limiting value of delta t tends to 0, delta omega by what? Delta t, and delta omega by delta t, that is what? Average angular acceleration, and limiting value of average angular acceleration when time delta t tends to 0. So this changes to what? Instantaneous angular acceleration, and it can be written as d omega by what? Dt. Next one is, student, relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. Next one is what? Relation between linear acceleration, that is what? A, and angular acceleration, that is what? Alpha. We know that, student, we know that V equal to what? R omega. Differentiate it what? With t. So we can write dV by dt, that is what? R, d omega by what? Dt. And student, dV by dt, that is what? That is linear acceleration, that is what? A, R, and d omega by dt, that is what? This is what? Instantaneous acceleration. This is what? Instantaneous angular acceleration. D omega by dt, that is what? Alpha. So this is the formula for A equal to R alpha. This is what? Linear acceleration, and that is what? Angular acceleration. And student, I have already derived the formula centripetal acceleration. So this is the linear acceleration, angular acceleration. This is what? r radius. Next one is centripetal acceleration. Another form of centripetal acceleration. We know that student, I have derived already a equal to what? V square by r, and V equal to what? R. Here V equal to what? V equal to r omega, but here we have taken r radius, that is what? Capital R. So here we also written V equal to what? R omega. So A can be written as what? V square means what? R square omega square by what? R. So this is the radius. So here radius in the circular part capital R. So in this formula we write V equal to capital R into omega. So another formula, that is what? R omega square. So another formula for centripetal acceleration, A equal to R omega square. R, that is what? Radius of circular path. Thank you.